Alright guys, welcome back. We will do Cavernam today. We'll do it on my summoner. A bit easier with this. So let's go to Cavernam. So the main theme of Cavernam is Rust. So most mob can apply Child Effect, which is a debuff that you take more damage. And that's pretty much it. So level 1, not much to say here. Those Frozen Death, they summon 2 mobs. And if you attack the 2 mobs that summons, they yield nothing, so you're losing your time. And if you attack the Frozen Death here, we'll just show you. Oh, a backstabber killed it. But yeah, they summon 2 mobs, and when they kill them, you kill the Frozen Death itself. It sacrifices the mobs to heal himself, so it just takes a long time. Those dudes throw axes at you, so not much to worry about. They come in melee range and try to hit you. They don't have much ability. Let's just go to level 2. So, here, this dude, he can attack from 1 tile away. He's a melee range. He can ensnare you, so you get stunned. And he can put a EV bleeding on you. So it's best to deal with him as fast as possible. It heals around 600 gold. Normally there's a Frigid Horn Beast here. This one is a melee mob, but it spits like snow at you at range, and it does damage to you. Air Drake. So they buff themselves, and they can target you with a bolt that does around 30 to 40 damage. You cannot dodge it, you just have to eat it. Other than that, they do just melee damage. So you can kite them. They heal around 6. Oh yeah, 1k. I was about to say 600. So level 2 is nice to farm. So if you check my map here, the bottom left, you can do a loop like this if you want. So yeah, Frigid Horn Beast. Nothing much to say about. There's some dragons in the back. Same Air Drake, buff himself and throw 1 big attack at you every 10 seconds. Here normally there's 2 Drake and a small Wyrmling. The Wyrmling does a cone attack. You can sidestep it to dodge it. We'll show you later. Frozen Fury, he just buff himself and attack faster. It's a melee mob. Heal around 700 gold. Oh yeah, the Wyrmling does a cone attack. You can sidestep it. Like this. It does every 8 to 10 seconds, like all abilities. Other than that, when it hits you in melee range, there's the chance for bonus damage. It will do like small tornadoes of snow around, so it can stack up quite fast. So it breaks. You saw like the snow that they throw. After that, there's the big room on the left. Just hold on a sec. This one is nice to farm alone. Oh yeah, Frozen Fury 800, Air Drake 1k. Pretty nice to farm. So here, like any elementals, they do a big hit that put bleeding. It's hard to dodge in melee range. You can kite them, kinda, but yeah, puts bleeding on you. Does every 12 seconds or so. It heals around 800 gold. Yeah, Frost Scorpion, it can poison you. That's it. It's a melee mob. Other than that. Healed around 800 gold. So Rhyme Spirit. This is a caster mob. Not much to worry about. It put chill effect on you, which is a debuff that makes you take a bit more damage. Yield 800. Yeah, so the Aura Frost, it will put like shit on the floor, like ice, like this. And it's hard, just like the Clayman in Aegis, it's hard to step on it. You can get stuck a bit. The yield 1.2k, which is really good. Not much to worry about, it's the same mob again and again. In the middle you have a champion. This one sucks for casters and for archer because he can reflect some arrows and some spells. So let's show you, you should reflect. Yeah, you did reflect the harm on me. Did reflect again the lightning. So it's best to just melee him or let the pet kill him. So it's a big circle, it's nice to do a loop around this one solo. You're not that far from the gate if there's PK, but you're kind of isolated. So this one, for only 700 gold, it's kind of a bummer to kill, to be honest. You better kill off Frost or something like that. Heal more gold and takes its time. Just go to level 3. So, level 3 now. And there is some small room here, so the Icy Dracolist doesn't do much. Yeah, he like does a bash in melee range. Every 8 to 10 seconds. Not much to worry about. It should yield close to a K or 1.2k. The Cave Gorger, this one in melee range, like all mobs looking that way, they can like eat you. So it stun lock you and put a bleeding on you, and it can also, like it does on my troll right now, and it also put poison on you. So for one mob it can still put a lot of debuff on you, so just watch out if you aggro him with other mobs. It can be pretty deadly. Healed 1.3k. Those fighter here, not much to say. They hit in melee range and they put chill effect on you. Just go north. Here there's 3 flowers. When they aggro on you, they will say plant winter seed, and under the feet some plants grow. It put a bleeding on you. It can stack. Each bleeding can stack, so if you aggro the 3 of them and you get 3 bleeding on you, it can be pretty deadly. But just 1 bleed stack, it's not that bad, to be honest. They're kind of weak HP wise and resistance wise, so not much to worry about. And they drop 800 gold each. I like to go that way. Left side when you enter level 3. It's a pretty nice area to farm solo. After that, here normally we have a barbed prowler. this does shoot needle out of his back that gets on you. It put a bleeding on you. The only way to dodge it is to break line of sight, but there's not much to break line of sight here, so normally you just eat it and kill it. Bulvar. All Bulvar in the game just does the same attack. It's a charge, so it does charge on top of the head, you just move around, and then you will dodge it. This one, since it's in Cavernam, he has a chance when he attack and hit you to get a bonus damage and chill you, just put a debuff on you, but other than that, it's just a pretty tanky, beefy boy. $1.5k. Lurker, like every lurker, it vomit at you. It's a range attack that it like 1 or 2 times, and it will HP regen from time to time. Other than that, it's a melee mob, so you can kite him. $1.2k. There's Cavernam level 2.5 up here. It's a small room with like 6 mob. It's okay-ish. I don't like it, to be honest. And there's a Cavalier in the back. Here, a knight. Like every night he does a charge attack. What I don't like is you don't have space to move around if you aggro more than 1 or 2 of them. And they heal 800 gold each. The knight must heal like 1k, but I don't find it worth. You better off going to the dragon spot there. So here we have 2 3-spawn dragons. This is the daddy of the small drake we saw earlier. So it does the same thing, it buffs himself, and once in a while he shoots 1 projectile to 1 target, doing around 40 damage. Like he just did to my troll, 43. It's not that bad if you take it one-on-one. And it yields pretty good money for the small complexity of the mob, so 1.4k. You have another one here, and you have the big boy, the white worm. This one does a cone attack. Like this, you can sidestep it if you want. Also, when it does attack, it has a small chance to do bonus damage. So this one can be pretty deadly if you're unlucky on your roll. It's yield the same thing as the dragon. 1.3k. So you see, 40 damage when it targets you. I have almost no damage reduction on my mage. Up here is the same thing. You have 1 dragon and 2 worms, so it's 2 times a circle with 3 dragons. So it's pretty nice to farm alone. You normally have the time to clear the 2 spot, and the first one starts respawning. Just kill this one since I aggroed him. Here we have a beetle. Oh, it's dead. So this one, pretty tanky boy, highly resistant to physical. He does only a charge attack, so you just have to dodge it. You can sidestep and it will work. Other than that, it's high HP, heal around 1.5k. Lemura is like a tanky spell pet. It heals around 600 to 700. He does a shield. You have a chance to reflect spells on you. Other than that, it's a spellcaster. The purple golem here, the Charite, whatever. It's a melee mob, highly resistant to physical, weak to magic. from time to time, he does like make a pillar spawn under your feet, doing like 50 damage. It hurts a lot. Other than that, it's a mini mob, so you can kind of just carry them around. You can dodge the ability by just running around. There's a delay when he casts it. There's also a small animation. This, yeah, we'll just show you. Like you see, this, you can just dodge it. Other than that, it's a mini mob. The Silicite here does like storms, bleeding storms over an area. You can just dodge it by running around. Like you see there, it put bleeding. Just kill them, see how much they yield. So the Silicite around 8 to 900, and the Charite, the Golem, 1k. And we can come here. So this can be tricky. The Wendigo, you can normally it is invisible, you don't see it, but you would see some steps. It's a stealth mob, a melee mob, so you will see. Might become invisible. Other than that, it does a big smash that leave puddle on the ground. Those can stuck you if you try to walk like this on them. If you're a mage, you can reveal it. We won't get the bonus damage. As you see, you can see some steps. If you see that steps there when you spawn, the mob will aggro onto you. Deal 1.2k. Fridge are Fiends. This is a range caster mob, highly resistant to magic. It shoots like snow on you, that does small AoE. Like you see, and it put a chill effect with your debuff. Other than that, it's a caster mob. It's weaker than a demon, but close to a demon in terms of strength. Cave Gorger, it eats you immediately. And it heals himself when you do so. And the Archfiend heals around 2k. Should stop getting money. Walking Avalanche. This one can hurt a lot. It's a melee mob, kind of big HP, but what it does like a cone attack in front of him. The best way is to sidestep it if you can, yeah. And then just fight him. It's kind of weak to magic, resistant to physical. But the big swing he does around 60 damage, so it can hurt a lot. See, my pet got hit for 70. Heal kind of a lot of money, 1.7k. And there's Crag Demons back there. Like I said in our other video, yeah, I got it for 45. I'm not going to do Cav 4. It's not worth it at the moment. And since those videos are aimed towards newer player, you should not go level 4 alone anyway. So Avalanche 1.7k. Okay. Here it can be deadly. As you can see on my map, doing a big circle. There are demons and archfiend like this spawning all over these. It's a nice loop to do. But the mobs can be close to each other, so watch out aggroing more than one at a time. The Crag Demon I will show you after, but does a big AoE. Like they stomp on the ground. So Archfiend and a Crag Demon on top of you at the same times can be pretty deadly. Like you will see. Does the stomp like this. Crag Demon is not that bad. You can go behind to dodge the AoE. For a demon, he has kind of low magic res, around 200, but still it's pretty resistant to magic damage. It heals around 2k like most demons. Yeah, 2k. So it's the same thing all around. There's Wendigos, Walking Avalanche and such. It's not bad to come farm here. I like to do the dragon spot, and the loop is good on a mage or an archer. On melee dexter, it's kind of rough because sometimes you aggro 2. It can be pretty deadly since the mob rework. And exit, there's 2 exits on level 3. There's a gate on the left side where we started after the flowers and the dragons, and here, just down here. So as I said, the Prowler here does like needles attack from the back, with bleeding. Other than that, it's a melee mobs, not much to worry about. There's a lurker spawn here, so sometimes you have to fight the 2 at the same time, which can be pretty deadly. I suggest getting the Prowler first, since the bud's bleeding, and it's less tanky, 1.3k.